Hey everyone, this is Anne Marie.
And this is Andrew, and this is our About Us video from the Snake Pit Collectibles YouTube channel.
Yeah, awesome. Andrew, how do we know each other?
Hmm.
Let's talk about our background a little bit, and
Right.
how do we know each other? How did we get into Chinese Pokemon cards? But yes, first starting kind of like with our origin story, our lore.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people. I have so many people I know and I'm connected with friends and things like this. But I think our story is one of the best, which is we met through doing charity.
Yeah,
And that's a pretty cool way to get to know somebody because you know they have the good heart right from the beginning.
yeah, yeah, totally. And we so through that charity work, while we were both in Shanghai at the time, we quickly
Mhm.
discovered that through serendipity that we are both years of the snake in Chinese zodiac.
Right,
I
right.
myself, I'm wearing my red bracelets here. But yeah, we're
I
both
can't show you
snakes.
I can't show you what I'm wearing that's red right now, but
Yes.
there's something that's red.
so pe-
So
for people who
I'll
don't
keep it a
know,
mystery. I'll keep it a mystery. Yeah.
yeah. In Chinese culture, if it's your year, you're kind of seen as being a magnet for everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's kind of like you're everything's thrown at
Right,
you, and red is used for protection. A lot of times, it's the color of protection.
right,
It's the color for weddings and good luck and all good
right.
things. So yeah, it's not uncommon for if it's your year, you want to protect yourself from the bad things and let the good things in, kind of thing. Um,
And to wear your red underneath your
yeah,
regular clothing,
yeah,
in other
and
words.
the Chinese can be not all of them, but the Chinese can be pretty superstitious, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of rituals around this kind of thing, and so which
mhm.
I really like. I find it very I respect it. I also find it endearing and very unique. As
Mm.
we all know, China has been around for a really long time, and their culture is quite solidified, and exploring stuff like that is has always been fun. My degree's in East Asian studies, so I've always been interested in this kind of thing. My Mandarin is not as good as Andrew's. His is
It's very good.
excellent.
It's very good.
It is very
I
good.
use it. I use it every day.
Yeah.
I've been here for over 30 years, so yeah, I do know some people who've been here for a very long time that don't really speak Chinese except for what we call taxi Chinese, which is they can say go left, go right, 往左,往右, these kind of things in a taxi, or how much does something cost, 多少钱, or something like
Mm-hmm.
this. But yeah, I use it every day, and I really have been very interested in the Chinese culture over these years to understand things. I think the Chinese zodiac, where we're talking about the year of the snake, which is this year, and all
Yep.
these other things are very very interesting, and it really creeps into so many different things. And one of the things that I find very interesting about it is that it connects you to people in a really interesting way. So that's where Amory and I are both snakes. So we don't want everybody who comes into the snake pit to have to be year of the snake. You may not even be comfortable with snakes, but we won't push you to love snakes maybe the way we do. But it's about a community. It's about joining together. And one thing about the snake pit is all the snakes are together, and Amory are here to welcome all you guys to join us.
Awesome. Uh, I left, you stayed, and through my
Yep.
experience, one of the things that I picked up was I was a Twitch streamer for a couple of years, and I did everything from cooking and gaming and makeup and that kind of thing. Just had a lot of fun with it. It was something that I didn't necessarily want to do full time. I just wanted to learn by doing. And I actually remember at the very beginning, I didn't have a rig. I only had my little laptop, which on the dot would crash every 30 minutes because it just could not handle my streaming software. And I was like, it was like, the little engine that could, but it was almost comedic. Like my viewers would stick around and just wait for me to get back online. and
Well, that
so
was good. You had good people there waiting for you. That's nice.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And so come such a long way. But Andrew, you can talk about how you stumbled
Yeah.
upon like Pokemon and kind of how you started connecting the
Yeah.
dots, and yeah.
I had a night where I wasn't feeling very well. I was kind of at home and, they say doom scrolling. I was on my phone going through just kind of waiting to feel better. And all of a sudden, these Pokemon um, uh, YouTube streams and reels and clips and things started popping up. And they were really good. And I couldn't figure out why did I suddenly start receiving them. But then again, the AI gods decided that I needed to watch these. And I thought they were amazing. And there are a couple examples that I come off the top of my head, which was PokeRev was amazing. Deep Pocket Monsters with Pat, who started that, was amazing. But it was actually Pokey Chloe who started out, and she was saying, "Look, I started my own store," and it kind of there was this journey with her that to me really felt genuine. It felt exciting to see her succeed and to have ups and downs and go through it. But she was such a real person. And that got me really thinking, wow, I really dig this. I really love collectibles. I know that, Amory are not just snakes, but we're geeky people who love, Dungeons and Dragons and all these other things. And so I asked Emery and I pretty much said, hey, you know, what if we do something like this? Do a YouTube channel where we get to show people kind of what's going on somewhere that maybe they don't know or haven't seen, but at the same time to learn from the community. So when I started getting this bug from watching these cool Pokemon videos. I said, "What's going on with Pokemon in China? Is China there? Is it da da da?" And I found just an incredibly interesting story, which is that Pokemon, of course, started in the 90s and it expanded to late 90s into the English language and into the US and into the world. And not until a few years ago did it actually come into China. And when it came into China, boom, it's the big thing. It's
Yeah.
it's just crazy. And the people here are really excited about it. Super fans, people are going crazy. So I'm catching the bug. I'm excited. I'm happy at sometimes, disappointed at sometimes. I'm opening a pack. There's no hits. There's nothing there. But sometimes I open it up and wow, what a great card popped up. Sometimes I go to the store and I say, hey, do you have any cards or booster packs or blister packs? Like, we're sold out. We're sold out. So those kinds of some things were happening, and I'm starting to see how that all works out. So, not only that, but I also get very excited about becoming a collector. Anne-Marie, you're a collector, right? You love to collect things.
Yeah. So I do. I'm commissioned at times to paint Warhammer models. So I don't have my own army, but I've been painting minis for a while now, which has been great and a lot of fun. I'm also big into D&D. I just got a massive 20-sided die, which I love. So it's very easy for me to gravitate to collecting things as well. So yeah, big fan. And so
Hmm.
for people who, if you're thinking about would you like to join this channel, or if you're thinking of other people that might like to follow us and come along this journey. It really is going to be about bringing together a couple of interests. One, China being part of that international market, but a brand new player in it, and seeing what they do with it is going to be very interesting. Everything like how we've mentioned, from the language to the culture to everything. So,
Hmm.
if
Hmm.
you're interested in exploring this new growing world of Pokemon cards in China as part of the global community, it's definitely for you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a
Yeah.
lot of fun discussions about that.
Right.
And you'll want to subscribe or sign up for alerts, and get on our
Mm.
Instagram, where we're going to have a lot of announcements and stuff. Because talk to us a little bit about how quickly things are moving in China with regards to Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I mean, everything is quick in China, and China. One example of fast China is about 6 or so years ago. It was maybe. a very small car manufacturer. They didn't make many cars, they didn't export many cars, and now they're one of the leaders. So things change quickly here. So when we look at the history of Pokemon, how it develops and it grows, I think we should look at China differently. We should look at China as somewhere that could really, we have to remember it's 1.4 billion people here. Now, I don't believe that 100% of them understand Pokemon and are going to be fans, but it's going to mean a lot of fans. And
Yeah.
I've gone to the Pokemon Center in Shanghai, and 2 hour plus lines to get cards, get booster packs when they come out. There are people lining up outside of malls, waiting to get into the mall to then go to the store. You get to the front of the line and there's no product left, which we all as Pokemon fans know that happens way too often.
Yep.
But it's going to be fast. It's going to be interesting, and I think it'll be very influential. And I
Yeah.
think how China, as mainland China, experiences and participates in the Pokemon community, they're going to have an effect. And I want to, with you, Anne-Marie, kind of show people what's going on the street level,
Yeah.
show people, what does it look like at a typical store that's maybe a card store or a game store that's selling Pokemon. Who's playing the card game? What's new in terms of maybe even Pokemon coming out, the new games that are coming out on Nintendo, all this different stuff. How is China reacting to that? Because we all want the Pokemon to stay strong, to stay in the community, and to do that, it has to have success. And if it's having success, it'll have more success. So I want to tell people, which what I've seen so far and will continue hopefully to see, is really strong growth and interest in China.
Yeah, and it's going to be really interesting. We've already seen kind of how China is part of that community, and so how it does things similarly and how it
Hmm.
diverges. And that
Yep.
nuance is so fascinating. And so exploring that and sharing that's going to be really, really, really cool. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that Andrew gets to see with having boots on the ground. There's already
Yep.
like some really cool. We've got an ongoing um, exchange of just documenting what's going on. And we look forward to sharing
Mhm.
that in blogs and on our Instagram, where you're going
Yep.
to see kind of like more pictures and videos of what
Right.
our journey and what we're discovering and how we're going about exploring this. And with like visits to the
Right.
stores and
Yeah.
just getting the vibe, like even just the pictures and videos that I've seen from you from visiting the Poke Center. It's so
Right.
cool. It's like in the
Right.
malls and stuff. It's like really
Yep.
neat. So, and events and stuff.
I think it's
So,
just to think about, like, I want to get a card graded.
yeah, right.
What's the grading situation like in China? How do
Yeah,
they grade? What's the company? Is that quality standard the same as grading? Of course, internationally we have PSA and we have other companies that are doing grading. What's it like to get a card graded in China?
yeah.
And then
It's a great question.
you might be at a card show and you see a Chinese card, and you think, oh, it's really cool. I want that Chinese card. And it's actually in a slab, and you're like, what's this company that graded this? Like, hopefully you could add those questions into the community. We can actually start looking at what are the top grading companies in China. All that stuff is available to look into.
Yeah. And we can't wait to take you along with us. We are finding this just as interesting and fascinating as we explore it. And when we came together, we were like, we need to share this with people. Like it's so cool
Yep.
and it's so
Yep.
unique. And like you
Yep.
said, the nuance is really interesting. Yeah, it's allergy season. Uh, so it's gonna be, yeah, like grading a card and stuff like that. And what do the stores look like? What does buying a card look like?
Right.
How are there limits? Are there, when you have these
Yep.
launches and you wait in line and stuff, like, how are they working the
Yep.
market as far as scarcity and stuff? And like you said,
Yeah. Also,
authenticity.
Emery, like what cards, what Pokemon do Chinese people love the most?
Right,
What trainer do they like?
right.
And the bottom line is, if their market's growing, and let's say Qingling, is like their favorite Pokemon, whereas it's kind of sometimes an inner joke of like, what is Chingling? How, what Chingling, if that becomes their favorite, you're going to see a lot more Chingling
Right.
in Pokemon if Chingling becomes like the most famous Pokemon in China.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that we want to share.
Yeah, like what is trending, what's important, why is it important? Just like in the same way that, the US and other countries have trends, what's popping. There's a reason for
Yep.
it. It's cultural, there's nuance. And so
Yep.
exploring and explaining that is going to be so much fun. And we cannot wait to put that in our blog and on our Instagram and talking
Yep.
to you about it more in depth here on YouTube. So
Yeah.
and with regards to that, we are going to be posting videos every Friday at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. We are also going to have monthly live streams where we're just going to be
Hmm.
hanging out chatting. You can come and join us, ask questions, have a
Yep.
discussion about us and all things that we're exploring. We
Yep.
are really excited about everything from those videos that we're going to be publishing every Friday to our monthly streams and what we have in store for them, along with our blog and our Instagram. So definitely,
Yeah, we want everybody to join the Snake Pit community. This
yeah,
community is made for you by us to share. Everybody's going to learn. We're going to learn. We hope you guys can learn something from this area. And that the most important thing is that we have fun doing it. That
yeah,
we are collectors. We enjoy this. It's fun, and that's really what it's all about. We're not big investors. Snake Pit is not about making money off of Pokemon.
yeah,
It's about really enjoying the community, enjoying the art on the
yeah,
cards that's so cool, the different international the internationalness
yeah.
of Pokemon. And so we just want to invite everybody to join the Snake Pit community, and we're just so excited to keep it going.
Yeah. Again, like, share, subscribe, sign up for alerts, start following us on Instagram. All the links will be in our bio or in our channel where the
Mhm.
links normally are. Share this with
Yep.
people, that are interested in Pokemon in the global market or are trying to sharpen their Mandarin skills and they happen to also be
Yep.
Pokemon fans. And this is a really easy,
Yeah.
cool way to kind of be engaged
Yeah.
with that. And so we're so excited to have you join us, and yeah, join us and be on the lookout for our videos every Friday and our monthly streams. Announcements will be on our Instagram, and yeah, we
Right.
look forward to having you soon, and we can't wait to take off with this and have you join us in this really cool adventure we've got going on.